Welcome to the News You Can Use segment. As there's a lot of flu going on and there's a lot of scare for H1N1, the swine flu, I thought this would be a good time to just talk very briefly about some simple steps that we can take on an everyday basis to help prevent getting sick or falling sick. And winter season is coming, and as most moms know, this is a time for sniffles and coughs and sore throats and strep throat, and well, you know the point. You know how it goes. So they're very basic things, but doesn't. One is wash at least 5 times a day, but more importantly, wash before you eat or touch any food, or keep a little bottle of sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and sanitize your hands. Get flu shots. I mean, there are lots of pros and cons. That's a whole separate discussion altogether, but that's up to you. It's your choice, but a flu shot helps. Try and keep surfaces clean. I don't do that much, but that's one very important part. Keep your surfaces clean. Be careful what you touch. Extreme cases, in case you're really paranoid, then they do suggest that you don't shake hands, or when you shake hands, don't make sure you don't put that hand on your nose, your eyes, or whatever. Sleep. Yes, get your Z's in, baby. You do need to get at least 8 hours of sleep, and I know a lot of you are night owls out there, so do get your sleep, not only for the flu, but it's good for your health, right? The other one is de-stress. Easier said than done, I know, but try and help meditating or de-stressing. Take deep calming breaths. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Alright, so now that we've done with News You Can Use, let's get to the crux of the show. Basically, we all have bad habits. We all have habits that we know are not good for us, and we want to quit, or we want to find ways of avoiding it. But according to the a recent article on a Ladies Home Journal, there are actually some habits, bad habits, that may actually be good for you. Yep, you heard that. There's some bad habits that might actually be good for you. What are they, you may ask? Well, as with everything, there's always a line that if you cross, you're into the addiction phase, and if you don't, then you're still in the good part of the bad habit. Does that make sense? Anyway, for example, the first bad habit is watching television. Yep, TV. Watching too much television is not bad until you cross the line, where you're sitting through marathons of shows, or basically just sitting and watching TV just because you have to. The remote. It's very irritating. My little one does it. Or just watching for the sake of watching, right? Not watching because there's something that you want to watch. So, makes sense? Another one, which definitely is a bad habit for me, is social networking. Yep, Facebook comes into that. So does MySpace or LinkedIn or IMs. Yes, I am an addict. I know that because I'm on Facebook almost the whole day on and off. But for me, it's also a networking tool, or that's how I justify it. But it is for me it's an addiction, so I'm just kind of getting it out of the way. But what is it that's an addiction? Is when you keep posting constant status updates. I'm going to sleep, I'm going to get up, I'm going to, you know, whatever. And the idea is to use it as it's meant to be, as a networking tool. That's what it's meant to be. Another one that is very interesting is having that fight, that argument, or that altercation with your spouse, your friend, or anybody is sometimes a good idea, whoever. And why is that a good thing? Because that means that you are getting the frustrations out and airing it out, and hopefully reach a decision or something that's mutually beneficial. It's better than letting it fester, because if you let it fester within you, one fine day it's just going to blow up on something inconsequential, and it's just going to become a big mess, believe me. So an occasional argument here and there is always helpful. The next one is caffeine. Yes, coffee. Coffee has a lot of good and bad. We all know too much of anything is bad. Coffee or alcoholic drinks. Alcoholic drinks has its own place too, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about caffeine. 3 or more cups of coffee a day can help reduce your chance of stroke by 48%. Also helps reduce chances of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. That's a point to be noted. Interesting. I should start on coffee or caffeine. Well, I do get my caffeine from chocolate, but I still have Parkinson's. Go figure. This one is just perfect for me. Being a little messy is actually a good thing. I live in what I call organized chaos. Apparently it is said that people who are a little messy are more efficient and creative. I knew I had that. Anyway, but what constitutes crossing the border or crossing the line is when it's deemed a fire hazard, or people actually have to look over your desk and try to find you. That's not a good thing. I don't think I've reached that level, but I'm a little messy. So as we've seen, there's some good habits and some bad habits, or let me put it this way: every habit or everything that you do has some good and some bad. The trick is to know where to draw the line, and to draw the line really well, and try and be a good judge. That's it. Next I'll come back with some fun stuff. Alright? Site that you go to, no matter whatever product it is, will have a sales section, will have a clearance section, or will have a special section. So if you're not very particular about what you really want, you can always, or even if you are for that matter, it's always better to go to those sections, check out what deals they have, and the best part of the internet is you can organize it from low to high. You can organize it with whatever characteristics you're looking for, and if you don't find what you're looking for there, then go into the regular the regular links and get what you want. Again, there might be, like, if you're shopping for TVs and major electronic items, or there are tons of places where you can do research, and you may not get the best deal out of it, but